Hello. Back at it again. Another episode of The World is Burning. We're looking at layoffs again, guys. Kind of good news, I guess. If you're new here, we're just covering the economic issues everyone's going through. These layoffs are smashing a lot of people right now. And then we're going to cover some of these collapses, and I do think this layoff thing is going to cause most of these collapses. When I did this, if you look at some of my previous videos, I've been Googling all sorts of layoff news, and every single one of these articles would be a bit like this, saying 900 staff gone, 1,000 staff gone, 20% of staff gone. It's actually chilled out a little bit, guys. You know, you got Prime Video laying off staff in video in Europe, 5% of staff. Yep, Nintendo, we covered that one. So there's a few of them still going on. The video game industry is still getting smashed, but it definitely looks like it's slowed down a little bit. Telam offering voluntary layoff. IBM's still cutting some people. Biopharma, there's Kronos is going to let go 53% of stuff. So it's still getting hit, but it's not like last time. Every single one of these was getting was just bad news. Yeah, Fort Worth, 9.4 million of their IDS layoff savings. Yeah, so it's actually looking a little bit better. Expedia 9%. So yeah, I feel like we may be through the worst of it potentially. But yeah, let's just jump into some videos straight away, guys. Let's see what the world's saying, and let's get into it.
Corporate America is going on a firing spree this year. We're not even out of January yet, and Google, eBay, Wayfair, Amazon, Twitch, Audible, Discord, Xerox, Unity, Universal Music Group, BlackRock, Duolingo, VideoAmp, Citigroup, and more have already announced that they're cutting significant portions of their workforces. We're talking anywhere from 9% to over 20%. So a lot of people are at risk of losing their jobs right now. What we know is that last year, 2023, was a terrible year for layoffs because 93% more people were fired in 2023 than were fired in 2022. And corporate America has already said, in response to surveys about the economy and about their projections for the upcoming year, that they expect to fire more people in 2024 than they fired in 2023. So what does this mean for you? Don't be caught off guard, because many large companies, even if they haven't announced yet, are currently planning reductions in force. So you don't want it to come as a surprise when they make the announcement. Second, if you have been affected or you think that you might be, you need to make sure that you are a really competitive candidate for the jobs that you're going for. The reality is it's extremely competitive, and there are more people than ever per available position out there. So you can't afford to slack. You cannot afford to wing it. If you're looking for someone to help you get to the top of your game and the top of the applicant pile, give me a call, send me an email at coach@0.1coach.com. My link is in my TikTok bio. That's what I specialize in, and that's what I've helped people do for over 10 years.
And he's not wrong. These layoffs have been brutal. 2023 was brutal. The start of 2024 has been brutal. Look at this comment here from Sky. Been laid off since May 2023. All our jobs went to Mexico and Singapore. Was really hoping it would turn around in 2024. 7 months, no job, 2 kids. It's been awful. I think we all know a few people like this who've just been struggling since their layoff.
Did anyone else notice all the layoffs that just happened in last 2 days? Let's go down the list.
Know all the layoffs happening right now. It's scary, but I think the media is making it look worse than it is. There is a great site called Layoffs.fyi that compiles all this data about recent layoffs. If you look at the numbers for Jan 2024, there's only been 93 companies with layoffs, while this time last year, there was 277. My opinion, I think the worst already happened, and what's happening now are select companies are doing layoffs because it makes their bottom line look good, and then they want their stock prices to soar. Trust me, these companies that are doing layoffs, they're gonna be hiring again later this year. Good luck.
Yeah, and I actually don't think he's wrong, guys. We might be through the worst of it potentially, at least for this year. Maybe the back end of the year they'll do something as well. But like I said, I was doing a bit of searching, trying to find some updated news on these new companies who are letting people go, and I didn't find that much today. And it's only been a week since I last looked, so he might be correct there. Leave me a comment,
When
guys.
we were talking in the morning while he was getting ready.
But sad to hear. Strange intersection of my life. Bumble has just announced 37% of its staff is being laid off. They are restructuring to deliver new and engaging user experiences. I would say out of all of the apps, or most of the apps, Bumble kind of sucks the most because they make women reach out to men first. And, that allows men to really pick and choose. And most of the time, guys aren't engaged. So I hope that will be part of their delivering new and engaging user experiences.
Yeah, but
But
that is what unique selling point is. It's the girl messages first. I didn't think she'd be complaining about it, to be honest. I thought women actually quite like that. But then again, it just say here, Alina, men are so lazy on Bumble, they don't ask for questions. I mean, I've been on Bumble before, and the intro message women send is hey or hi. So I don't know. Is it just men being lazy, Alina? I don't know. Leave me a
to
comment,
hear
guys.
such a big layoff, 37% of staff, 350 employees. Damn, that's tough.
Yeah, that is tough. And I actually have been reading some stuff online. I might do a video about this. It's not really economic related, but I guess it kind of is if you look at single people. Single people, young people are moving away from the dating apps. It was quite big when I was younger, but recently I think Gen Z are just moving away from it altogether.
What do? They start laying people off when the bet doesn't play out. So don't read too much into it. You'll see large
22 tech companies have laid off 31,996 employees so far in 2024. Snapchat, most recent of which, laid off 500 people this morning on February 5th. In February alone, 11 different companies have done layoffs. If you're feeling stressed, overwhelmed, scared about layoffs, you're not alone. If you're new here, 20 is a community platform for mentorship for people in their 20s for personal and professional challenges. And if you've been affected by the layoffs, we want to give you 3 free months of membership, no strings attached. I was personally a part of the tech layoffs in 2022, and I know how isolating and overwhelming and just paralyzing it can be. 20 already has so many great resources, including a completely free Slack community and an anonymous channel within that, so you can ask any question you want shame-free. We also
Yeah, never heard of that, guys, but if you're in your 20s and you're looking for a bit of help, might be a good one for you.
What now, but it will get better. So if you want to take some
What the
time off,
fuck is going
do
on
if you
with
were laid off. February was a bad month for tech. Earlier this month, Snap and Amazon laid off quite a few employees. In the past few days, Sony laid off 900 of their employees and Bumble laid off 30%. But Bumble was kind of already going down. If you've been laid off, here's what I would do. Apply for unemployment immediately. It may be different from state to state, but the max unemployment is around $450 a week, which turns out to be $1,800 a month. So it's a decent amount. Post on LinkedIn that you were laid off and that you're looking for new opportunities. A lot of times this has worked for my friends, in which people can connect you to their jobs and give you referrals, especially since layoffs are trending on LinkedIn right now. Apply for insurance, including health insurance, because many times your company was giving that to you. Please don't just not have any insurance. Take out money and put it in an emergency fund if you haven't already, and update your resume. The tech market is bad right now, but it will get better. So if you want to take some time off, that's necessary too.
Yeah, all good tips from Ray here. You know what, he's getting a follow. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts. Do you think these layoffs are in general are slowing down? I'm kind of getting those vibes, but I'd love to hear from the community. I love hearing from the community. Quickly go through some comments on a previous. SZ, I'm a contractor in London. I was sacked without any notice at 9:30 on a Monday morning and marched out of the building. I still had a month to run my contract. I was given a week's pay as stipulated in my contract. This was a couple of weeks before the COVID lockdowns were announced. So I guess they saw it coming. Contractors don't matter to HR and were not even part of the reported company layoffs. Sorry to hear that. Absolutely diabolical stuff from that company there. Listening to HR makes my skin crawl, doesn't it always, buddy? The good thing is that HR is the low-hanging fruit, and the very first thing to be replaced by AI will be HR. I actually fully agree with you here, Full Clip Audio, 100%. Jeffrey Massey, these are great real-world videos you're producing. Watching the videos keep you sharp on what's really going on with these employers around the world. Agreed, mate, agreed. And finally, I do actually kind of agree with this as well. They probably hurt future employment prospects by posting that on social media. FC7, kind of agree with you as well there. But yeah, guys, let me know what your takes on this layoff market is. Do you think it's getting better? Do you think it's getting worse? And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.